Hi everyone, this is Eric from Traders Helping Traders with this week's Tricks of the Trade. I get a lot of people asking me, what is the best way to identify the most important support and resistance areas? Now, as you know, support and resistance can be a little bit subjective. The way we define it in the manual means that you can find support and resistance levels in a whole lot of places. You can find support and resistance down here. You can find it down here. Right here is another line. Here is a line through here. Here is a line. Here's another one. Here's another one. There's another one. And then, of course, all the way up through here as well. Now, you know from the manual that I give you some particulars to help you find the most important lines, but there's also a few tools that I use to help me find the most significant support and resistance areas. What we've got is we've got the 20-day moving average, a trend line, as well as our RSI indicator. And I'll just give you a quick overview how this is going to work. Right now we've got a market that's kind of in a little bit of a uptrend. It's struggling somewhat. Let's just play it forward a little bit, see how it goes from here. Now notice that RSI has hooked lower. We are currently now trading below the 20-day moving average, so we would probably expect the market to test trend line support. So if we come down here and we kind of guesstimate where trend line support is likely to fall, it kind of highlights this area through here around the 189, 190 line. So let's just kind of see how that plays out. Look at that. It hits right down at 190, and all I did there is I just eyeballed it, but I didn't play the trend line exactly. What I did is I looked back here in the chart and I saw this support area through here, which is actually at 190. Let's see what happens from here now. You can see the market reacted a little bit higher, and now that we're in this reaction mode, I would probably anticipate the market to react somewhere near this resistance that's going to be provided by the 20-day moving average. Now once again, I'm not going to play the 20-day moving average exactly. I'm probably going to look to maybe somewhere around here. You can see we have some congestion around the 194 area. You can see we have several hits through here. So it just kind of highlights more or less where we're going to be looking. Let's play that forward a bit. Oh, well, that's as high as it wanted to go, and the market fell off sharply from there. The other thing I should have shown you before I got too far ahead of myself is that RSI, if we draw our trend line on there, you can see how the market reacts to the trend line. We normally get 3 bounces out of it. Let me back this up one session and you can see what I'm getting at. This is actually what it's going to look like. So we have our 2 points, and we're now here at what I refer to as a test point. Now normally I like to see this a little bit more shallow. It's actually a little bit steep for this particular example, but you'll see this time and again on a chart. The principle remains the same. When the market gets near here, we know something is going to happen. We don't know whether it's going to break through or bounce. However, we know something's going to happen, so we can set up our trade accordingly. In this particular instance, since we were technically in a downtrend, we could have looked at selling somewhere below this trend line support and perhaps covering somewhere through here, through the top of the resistance. And that would have enabled us to actually take advantage of that rather substantial move to the downside. But do keep an eye on these 3 indicators, your 20-day moving average, your trend line, and your RSI indicator, and they'll help you sort out what's likely to be the most influential support and resistance areas. And that's this week's Tricks of the Trade.